Hamzah Sheeraz's trainer, Andy Lee, has spoken out strongly against Edgar Berlanga's behavior in the lead-up to their much-anticipated fight scheduled for July 12th at the historic Louis Armstrong Stadium in Queens, New York. Lee didn't mince words as he described Berlanga's recent comments as crude and intentionally provocative. According to Lee, these remarks are only serving to intensify the rivalry between the two fighters and have added an extra layer of tension to what was already shaping up to be an explosive matchup. Lee views this as more than just typical fight hype. He sees it as Berlanga deliberately stoking the flames to get under Sheeraz's skin, trying to disrupt his focus and gain a mental edge before they step into the ring. Hamzah Sheeraz, with an impressive record of 21 wins, no losses, and 1 draw, and 17 of those victories coming by way of knockout, is taking on a major challenge. He's entering what his coach describes as the Lion's Den by agreeing to face Berlanga in New York, the home turf of his opponent. The crowd is expected to be heavily in favor of Berlanga, cheering loudly and creating an electric, possibly hostile atmosphere. This kind of environment can be incredibly challenging for any visiting fighter, and Andy Lee knows that Sheeraz will have to maintain intense mental strength to stay composed and execute his strategy under immense pressure from the local fans. This fight is not just another date on the calendar. It's a crucial WBC super middleweight title eliminator bout, meaning the winner will earn a coveted opportunity to challenge for the world championship in the near future. This adds high stakes and tremendous pressure on both fighters, knowing that victory could change the trajectory of their careers forever. The event will be broadcast live through DAZN PPV, ensuring that fight fans from all over the world will have their eyes glued to what promises to be an electrifying night of boxing. Speaking candidly in an interview with Ring Magazine's YouTube channel, Hamzah Sheeraz didn't hold back when asked about Berlanga. "I think he's a clown," Sheeraz said firmly. "I've said it before, and I even said it to his face." But despite this harsh criticism, Sheeraz added that he still sees Berlanga as good for the sport. He acknowledged that Berlanga knows how to capture attention, draw in viewers, and create buzz around a fight, qualities that are valuable in today's boxing world, where entertainment value often matters as much as skill. Sheeraz admitted that Berlanga talks a lot of trash, but it's part of his way of keeping himself in the headlines and selling the event to the public. While Berlanga has been vocal and aggressive in promoting the fight, Sheeraz has taken a very different approach. Throughout the buildup, he has maintained a reserved and composed demeanor. Many observers and fans have noticed that during press conferences and promotional events, Sheeraz often sits quietly with a blank expression, almost as if he is emotionally detached from the chaos unfolding around him. He looks more like a calm observer than an active participant, sometimes giving the impression that he is simply waiting for fight night, rather than getting involved in a war of words. This calmness has led some to suggest that Sheeraz isn't helping much with the promotion of the event by staying so silent and refraining from trading verbal jabs. He's not adding to the excitement in the way Berlanga is. In boxing, where hype and ticket sales are vital, fighters are often expected to participate in the build-up features to draw bigger audiences. But Sheeraz seems to have chosen a different path, focusing on his preparation rather than the media spectacle. On the other side, Berlanga has been doing everything he can to stir up interest and make the fight a financial success. He's been outspoken, fiery, and relentless with his trash talk. It's clear that Berlanga's motivation isn't just about getting into Sheeraz's head. It's also about selling tickets and boosting pay-per-view numbers. As a proud New Yorker, Berlanga knows that putting on a big show in his hometown comes with heavy expectations. Poor ticket sales and a lukewarm reception could damage his reputation and future opportunities. So he has gone all in on self-promotion. However, despite all of Berlanga's efforts, reports suggest that ticket sales have not been as strong as hoped. There are indications that many seats remain unsold for the July 12th event at Louis Armstrong Stadium. This reality points to the possibility that Berlanga's fan base might not be as widespread or as devoted as previously believed. Outside of his home borough of Brooklyn, his appeal might be more limited, leaving many tickets unclaimed as the event approaches. Trainer Andy Lee, reflecting on the situation, pointed out that Berlanga's aggressive verbal attacks have only added fuel to the fire for Sheeraz. Lee believes that rather than rattling Sheeraz, Berlanga's words have actually helped to motivate him even more. This extra motivation could give Sheeraz the mental edge he needs to step into hostile territory and deliver a career-defining performance. Lee emphasized that this fight represents a massive moment for Sheeraz. To headline such a major card in America, especially against a local favorite in New York, is a huge milestone that few fighters ever get the chance to experience. Interestingly, Berlanga isn't getting much assistance in promoting the fight from the rest of the card. Shakur Stevenson, who is also set to fight on the undercard, has remained fairly quiet throughout the promotional activities. He hasn't shown the same charisma or energy needed to fire up fans, instead coming across as stiff and unengaged. While Stevenson is a talented fighter, his reserved personality hasn't contributed much to creating excitement for the overall event. In the end, Berlanga has taken it upon himself to carry the promotional responsibilities on his shoulders, trying to draw as much attention as possible to ensure the event's financial success. This added pressure only increases the stakes for Berlanga, as he must not only perform in the ring, but also deliver at the box office. Despite all this noise, Sheeraz remains steadfast. He openly admits that he doesn't feel the need to jump into the trash-talking circus. "I can't really get involved in all that," Sheeraz stated plainly. However, he made one promise to fans and observers: "One thing I can guarantee is that it will be an entertaining fight." These few words reflect Sheeraz's focus on the real task at hand, performing in the ring, rather than sparring with words. For Sheeraz, this upcoming fight is more than just another bout on his record. It is a true test of his resilience, skill, and mental strength, going into a city that will be firmly behind his opponent and performing in front of a potentially hostile crowd is a daunting challenge. But Sheeraz appears ready to embrace that challenge and show the world what he's capable of. When the lights are brightest, on the other side, for Edgar Berlanga, this fight is an opportunity to solidify his reputation as a true hometown hero, and a fighter who can handle both the pressure inside and outside the ring. He has bet big on himself by talking loud and selling the fight aggressively, and now he must back up his words with his fist. As July 12th draws nearer, boxing fans everywhere are watching closely. The buildup has been fiery, emotions have run high, and words have been sharp. But when the bell finally rings at Louis Armstrong Stadium, all the talking will end, and it will be time to see who can deliver when it matters most. With the WBC Super Middleweight title eliminator on the line and pride at stake, this fight promises to be a dramatic and unforgettable showdown under the New York lights. As fight night approaches, both camps have intensified their preparations. Behind the scenes, reports suggest that Hamzah Sheeraz's training camp has been extremely disciplined and focused, with long days dedicated to honing both his physical conditioning and his tactical approach. Sheeraz has been sparring with taller, stronger partners to simulate Berlanga's power and aggressive style. Meanwhile, his coach, Annie Lee, has emphasized mental conditioning, pushing Sheeraz to stay calm and focused under pressure, especially important when entering an arena filled with fans rooting against him. For Sheeraz, this fight isn't just about skill, it's about proving he can keep his composure in the harshest possible environment. In contrast, Edgar Berlanga's camp has taken a slightly different approach. While his physical training has been rigorous, Berlanga has put a huge emphasis on media appearances and building up his image. As the People's Champion of New York, he's been spotted at community events, local gyms, and even visiting schools, presenting himself as a hometown hero who embodies New York toughness and pride. This strategy isn't just about marketing. It's designed to deepen his emotional connection with local fans, ensuring they show up in force and create a wall of sound and support on fight night. Berlanga knows that the roar of the crowd can sometimes shake an opponent's confidence before a punch is even thrown.